Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something you've probably seen around, these healthy, indulgent snacks. Specifically, Drizzilicious Mini Rice Cakes.
Ah, yes, those. They're positioned quite strongly, aren't they?
Totally, like a revolution in snacking. They make these, well, pretty bold claims.
You mean the indulgent flavor, but without the guilt.
Exactly. And always that 90-calorie portion control. Plus, vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO.
All the buzzwords.
Right. And the flavors sound amazing. Birthday cake, cookies and cream, salted caramel.
Dessert flavors, essentially.
Yeah, the marketing really shouts sweet satisfaction, but without any compromise on your diet.
It definitely suggests they've cracked some kind of code, the healthy snacking equation, so to speak. So I think our mission here for this deep dive is really to unpack that. How do those claims stack up?
Against the actual flavor reality.
Exactly. And what are people actually experiencing? Have they really solved this equation?
Or is it maybe a bit more complicated than a nicely drizzled rice cake?
Precisely. Are we talking a truly premium snack experience, or is there maybe a gap between the hype and, well, the bite?
Okay, let's dig into that indulgent flavor without guilt idea first. Our sources, they showed some interesting feedback there.
They really did. A key thing we pulled from, consumer reviews and reactions is this sort of pattern.
Right.
The names themselves, birthday cake, cookies and cream, they set a very high bar. You expect something rich, dense, like a real dessert.
Right, like the actual thing.
Yeah. But the base product, it's still a mini rice cake, inherently light, airy.
So it struggles.
It struggles to deliver that satisfying mouthfeel people associate with indulgence. It leads to what you could almost call a flavor deficit.
Huh. Flavor deficit.
The coating, the drizzle, it's doing all the work, but the texture underneath just can't quite match the promise.
So the marketing kind of writes a check the product can't quite cash.
In many cases, yes. That cookies and cream one, for instance, lots of feedback mentioned, it just wasn't sweet enough, didn't have that expected depth.
So it's not just the specific flavor notes, it's the whole experience. The flavor on that rice cake base.
Exactly.
The physics of food texture versus marketing. That's a tough battle.
It really is. That lightness, while great for keeping calories down, just doesn't hold or carry flavor in the same way fat and density do in a traditional dessert.
Which affects how truly satisfied you feel, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of the fancy name.
Mm-hmm. Satisfaction is complex.
Okay, so beyond the taste part, Drizzilicious also pushes the healthy side hard. Vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, those added bits like chia and quinoa.
Ah, yes. This is where we get into that idea of a health halo.
Explain that a bit for our listeners.
Sure. A health halo is basically that positive glow a product gets just from having certain ingredients or claims on the label.
Like vegan or gluten-free?
Exactly. Or adding things like chia or quinoa, which Drizzilicious does. It makes you, the consumer, feel the whole thing is automatically healthier.
Even if other aspects aren't perfect.
Sometimes, yeah. It can overshadow other nutritional facts, or even, like we just discussed, the actual taste experience or satisfaction level.
So the credentials might be technically true, but they create a perception that maybe goes beyond the reality.
Potentially, yes. It's a powerful marketing tool. People might overlook things like overall satisfaction because it feels like the virtuous choice.
And what about that 90-calorie portion, that 0.74-ounce bag? Does that small size really deliver satisfaction, or is it just about hitting a number?
Well, that strict portion control is interesting psychologically. 90 calories is a nice low number,
Yeah.
but the actual volume, the sensory experience, it might be too small to trigger those feelings of fullness, of satiety.
So you eat the bag, hit the calorie target, but still feel kind of wanting.
It happens often. You might feel a bit unsatisfied rather than truly indulged. Managing calories doesn't automatically equal feeling content. It's a tricky balance.
Okay, now this next part is pretty serious. We saw those FDA voluntary recalls.
Yes, the undeclared peanut allergens.
For a brand that really banks on being safe for people with dietary restrictions, that seems like a huge issue.
It's absolutely significant. Our sources suggest this wasn't just a simple typo on a label.
Ooh.
It points towards potentially deeper issues in the supply chain. Maybe cross-contamination on production lines they share with other products?
Or not checking their ingredient suppliers carefully enough.
Possibly.
Hmm.
Inadequate auditing, yeah. When allergen-free is so central to your brand identity, maintaining that promise at scale is incredibly challenging.
It requires really tight controls.
Extremely robust internal controls, yes,
Yeah.
to ensure safety. Something like this recall, it definitely impacts consumer trust.
Okay, so let's try to wrap this up for our listeners. What does all this mean for you? We've got Drizzilicious promising this ultimate dessert satisfaction, guilt-free.
Hmm.
But the reviews, they're mixed on taste. There's that gap between the promise and the, well, race cake reality.
And then add in those critical allergen safety concerns we just talked about.
Right.
So connecting this back to the bigger picture. When you're navigating snack claims, you really have to look past just the health halos.
Don't just stop at chia seeds added.
Exactly. Consider the whole package. Does the taste hold up consistently? What's the mouthfeel like? Does that small portion actually satisfy you? Or is it just ticking a calorie box?
Makes you think about what you're really paying for with these premium priced snacks.
It does. Are you paying for the promise or the actual experience?
So here's a final thought to leave you with. When you see a snack promising it all the amazing taste, zero guilt, perfect health stats, how do you figure out if it's genuinely a premium experience worth the cost?
Or could a simpler option, maybe something you customize yourself, give you similar satisfaction without playing the flavor consistency lottery, as you put it?
Yeah. What does guilt-free indulgence truly mean for you? And how do you find that in the snacks you choose day to day?